Bring in our next guest, Brian Slawin, Director and Portfolio Manager of Ben Franklin Technology Partners. And you're going to have to explain to us a little bit about what you do.
Well, happy to do it, and thanks for having being on today. So first of all, we get to talk with and learn from and then ultimately invest in and support some of the coolest people in our region across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So the Ben Franklin Technology Partners, we've been around for 40 years, literally invested in tens of thousands of companies, created millions of jobs through that time. And it's a program exclusive for Pennsylvania entrepreneurs.
Talk about some of those local startup companies that you've helped get off the ground.
So just a week or so ago, we had what we call our Big Check event. What we do is we invest in companies, and then we wrap around them all kinds of great services and talent and support. So being an entrepreneur is hard, and doing that is a really lonely thing. So having an organization like Ben Franklin around is helpful. So historically, we've invested in a company called Logic, which is a display technology for manufacturers. We've invested in a company called Innovatel, which is a telepsych company, right? So they provide medical services, telepsychiatry, literally all over the globe. And so those companies and several others, and those companies have now merged or sold their company to somebody else. That money comes back to the Ben Franklin Technology Partners, like every investor. And then we take that money and we invest it into the dozen new companies that we celebrated last week. Companies like Blind Tiger, Rebecca Stein, who is
a guest of ours,
really doing amazing stuff. Kara Wasser, who has developed a technology platform in support of domestic violence victims, and on and on and on. We really have these great entrepreneurs who are doing some really amazing things.
What's one that is developing now that we need to get our eye on? Like who should be our next guest here at First and Four that's got a great...
So any of about 100 different people, but I'll just name a few. So Aaron Lewis, who is the founder of a company called Sphere Brakes. He's in the desert, he's in the war, he's in battle, and he's working on brakes, maintenance, right? As part of the military. And he literally sketches this idea on a napkin.
Wow.
He brings it back from the war, and he brings it to Ben Franklin. And he says, I think there's something here. Well, there is something here. He just 2 days ago was given this amazing laudatory discussion by the 3-star general who can approve his project to now be the new kind of brakes on the next generation of military vehicles, happening here in Erie.
That's really cool.
There's a company called Bliley Technology. They make quartz crystals. If you've got a cell phone or a digital watch or whatever, or a satellite, a little piece of Erie is literally flying around Mars today. So we've invested in companies like that. And again, there's dozens and dozens of really interesting things.
So if someone is watching from home and is thinking, I got to get a hold of that guy, I have the next big idea, what do they do? Where do they start?
Yeah, go to benfranklin.org, pull down Erie or Crawford or Warren, whatever county you're in. Super short form, tell us what you're doing in a sentence or two. And then we'll reach back out to you and we'll have the discussion. It's what we do is super easy to get a hold of us. And then what we get to do is we help take your idea from a napkin all the way to wherever you want it to go.
That's great. Wow. We'll be calling you for our next guest idea. What's going on here we need to know about. Brian, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Yeah.